beginning band clarinets. Welcome to another mini master class. And today we're going to be going over a little bit more of the alternate fingerings because those are really important, but we don't always get a chance to talk about them in band class. So we're going to do that first. So you can turn to page 41 and go to 135A. Then we're going to do two more songs from the back of the book just for fun. And yeah, so here we go, 135A. If you look, you'll see a bunch of R's and L's, and of course that means right hand, left hand. And if you look at the first two measures carefully, you'll see that there's an R first for the C, and then there's an LR for the B. So if you look at my hands here, you'll see that the R is the right pinky for your C, but then when you go to the B, you're going to keep your pinky down, your right pinky down, and then add your left pinky, okay? So after that, after the quarter rest, you get to the next part, and they want you to play C with your left pinky and B with your right pinky. So this is the C with your left pinky, and this is the B with your right pinky, okay? So you have to switch with your brain, so be looking ahead so that you can see it and what's coming and get your pinkies ready to go. All right, I'm going to set my metronome to 69. And here it is. 1, 2, ready. Left pinky. Okay, so play that over and over again a few times because that does take a while to get used to with your pinkies. All right, let's go to the next one, 148. Fortunately, I did not write the page number down, but it's just a few pages back. Here we go, page 34. And Loch Lomond. Some of you may have sung this before, and it's very beautiful Scottish folk song. It says, "What for the tempo? Moderato." So does anybody remember the tempo marking for that? What the number is? You said 100. You are correct. So I've got my handy metronome doing 100, and we're going to say it in tas and titis, okay? Now, if you want to do something extra, like because you're not challenged, go ahead and say the tas and titis with the dynamics that you see there. Once we get to the fermata, we're going to hang out there and then keep going, okay? Until the fermata at the end. Here we go, tas and titis, and there's a tom T in there also, and some twos. 1, 2, 3. Ti ti ta, 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 ta ta, ti ti tu ta, ta ta, ti ti tom, ti 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 ta, ti 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 ta, ti ti tu ta. And hopefully you followed me there. In the middle, after the fermata, there is like a gradual little slowdown in there, so my metronome unfortunately won't let us do that, but you can add that in when you play it if you're doing it without the metronome, okay? Because this is kind of fast, you might want to practice it a few times before you play it with me. Or you can just listen to me and then play it by yourself a few times. So, look at your key signature. We're in the key of F, 1 flat, B flat, and there is a B flat in here. Only one, I think. Yep. Here we go. So starting mezzo piano. Let's play our mezzo piano first note. Good. Now go to the forte, and that's a D. And we're going to play that loud. Ready? And then let's go to the fermata, and we're going to play that D mezzo piano, so soft again. Okay, so you're going to be gradually going louder, gradually softer in 2 beats for those 2 different dynamic changes. All right, here we go. And 1, 2. And you know that feels really quick, but you might want to just take that a little bit slower. But if you've been practicing it a lot, you can play it with me. Okay, andante for number 149, our last one. Andante tends to be 72-ish, and it means moderately slow. All right, good. You've got a first ending and a second ending. Shalom Shavarim, and it's a beautiful Hebrew folk song. It's probably going to be minor because Hebrew folk songs tend to be minor, kind of a weeping race of people there. Had a lot to be sorrowful for. Our time signature, 4/4, and because we are playing in a minor key, we're ending in D. Did you notice that? We're not in the key of F. We're in the key of D minor. And you're going to learn more about minor keys next year in the intermediate band. So D minor is the key we're in. And we use the F major key signature. Okay, so we call it a relative minor because it shares the same key signature as the major scale. Okay, so here we go. And 1, 2, softly. Okay, short and sweet. Let's look at that little tiny triangle at the bottom of the song. It says, draw in a breath mark at the end of each phrase. And so, if you have your pencils handy, go get it. Put me on pause if you need to. If you have your pencil handy, you can put in a breath mark after what? Breath marks usually come after the end of a phrase, or kind of like a break in the phrase. So where do you think that is? After the dotted half notes. So you listen. Sounds like the phrase ended there, and then you can take a breath. It's like speaking in a sentence. You wouldn't want to take a breath somewhere in the middle of a sentence like that. You would want to finish with a comma or a period, and then take a breath and go on. Same thing with music. It's like a musical sentence. Okay, good job today. So we worked on some alternate fingerings and Loch Lomond and Shalom Shavarim. Let me know if you have any questions, and keep practicing. I'll see you later.